I'm going to be doing a make today using the Happy Mail that I've received, and this has come from Kaz Beasley. Thank you so much, Kaz, for sending me these. I absolutely love making these pens. I'll just quickly pop some of these out and show you. So these are the bead set pens, and you can get loads of different variations of these. Let's just take one silver and one black for the time being and pop those to one side. So in the kit you get some tassels, you get some spacer beads, some little what do you call it, hooks for charms, or for like these, and then you get a load of different beads to choose from. Look at all those gorgeous beads, aren't they so lovely? I'm actually so overwhelmed with the amazing generosity that I've received since doing this channel, and I can't thank you enough, really. You're all absolutely amazing. When I first started this channel, it's coming up to a year next month, I never in a million years thought that anyone would even buy me a coffee, let alone, you know, spend money on sending me stuff. Hold on a sec. So thank you ever so much from the bottom of my heart for sending me these, Kaz. I really do appreciate oh god, my words aren't even coming out now. Appreciate you. And which reminds me, Lolly, you sent me a couple of gifts. I've done one of the makes, the dragons, but I've still got to do your frog and the octopus that you sent me, so that'll be coming up soon as well. So I thought with these pens today, what would go nice with these, and this is something that I've had for a long time and I've never got around to using it yet, this pen holder mould, or it could be for brushes or anything like that. So I thought what we could do is we could make this in resin, and then while this is curing I'll show you how to put the beads together. So let's have a little tidy up and I'll mix up some resin and then we can get started. I've mixed up some Let's Resin 1:1 epoxy and I've split that into 3 cups. So in one of the cups I'm going to put some silver, some silver foil. So pop some of that in there. Let's get the lid on that quick before it goes everywhere, and mix that in. So I'll mix that in better in a minute. And then in the next pot I'm going to add some of the Super Sparkle White from Tracy at Mini Scenes GB. So a nice helping of that in there, and this is the 80 mesh. She does do let me check, 200 mesh as well. So we're going to put a nice little helping of that in there, and then in the last one I'm going to use some black pigment paste. I think this is from Deco Rom. So I'm just going to do a squish of that into there. There we go. And I'm also going to add to that some Hemway silver glitter. So pop some of that into there as well. Right, so I'm just going to get these all mixed up, and then once these are all mixed then we can start pouring. They're all mixed now, so I'm just going to put this in the mould, just really random, no set pattern or anything, and just swap in between the 3 different pots. I think I'll put a bit more black over in this corner. Right, so I think this particular. I think the bottom bit needs to be filled to the top, and I think this one you need to be able to see through these bits. So, ooh, lovely sparkle. So like I said, no set pattern to how this is going to go. Let's put some of that black into there. And then some of the Super Sparkle. And then some of the silver flakes. Put that in there. And then maybe another little bit of black down in that corner down there. Right, I think this one's got enough black in it, possibly. So let's put a bit more of the silver in. And then maybe a bit more of the crushed crystal. Not crushed crystal, sorry Tracy. It's the Super Sparkle. And no, I don't want any more black. Let's just put the last bit of this in. And I'm just going to give that a bit of a swish round. Hopefully that black's not going to take over too much. Right, what have I got left? Oh, I think I've got a bit of clear. I don't really want to put much more black in. So I've got a tiny bit left of that one. So I'm just going to top them up now with some clear. So this needs to be filled right to the top. God, I didn't think it would take this much, to be honest. I think I made 250 mil. And I've still got to do, oh, have I got, shall I just do the legs in that black? Right. Let's pop the black into there. And we'll just do the legs black as well. Save mixing up some more. So just drip that in there. Let's see if I can do it quicker by squeezing it. It's better. Right, and then I'm just going to fill up those little legs. That one. Oops, come on, slowly. Easy, tiger. Right, last one. There we go. I think that bit there just needs a touch more. I'm not sure if these need to be domed or level. Let's just clean that off. Right, so this one needs a bit more. Top that up with the black. I'll just put it where the black already is. Right, I think that's okay. And then this one needs a bit more as well, I think. So we'll just top this one right up as well. That's going to take all of that. Blimey, didn't expect that. Right, have I got anything left in that one? Tiny little bit. Right, so I think that's all used up. I've got a tiny bit of that left, so that can go in there, I think. There's still a smidgen bit of room in there. There we go. Right, okay. So I'm just going to give this a quick torch with my cigarette lighter. Pop those bubbles on the top there. And then same with that one. And I'll leave this to cure, and then I'll see you back for demold. So while we're waiting for the resin to cure, let's make some of these gorgeous pens. So really easy, you just take that top cap off and then place one of your beads in there, and then you've got your spacer beads that go on in between. So you just have to screw that on that first little bit and then drop that down. Then choose one of your bigger beads. Well, you can put them in any order you want really. So I think I used that one, and then another spacer bead on top of that, and screw that on. There we go. And then another small bead on the top of that. And then with these other little, you've got these jump rings. So we're just going to, where's the bit there? Just separate those, and you want to do this by twisting them that way. You don't want to be opening them that way. And then we'll put another one in there, and then your little clasp, pop that on there, and then close it back up. Then we can put our little tassel on that bit. If I can open that up, slot one of them onto there, and then that can sit in that top bit there, and then you just screw the cap, oopsie daisies, screw the cap back on to there, and then you have your lovely pen. Aren't they gorgeous? And then you just twist that bottom bit for the pen. So I'll just pop you on a quick fast forward while I do these other, I'll do 2 more on camera, and then I'll do the rest off camera. So that's 3 of our lovely pens done. Aren't they gorgeous? I love doing these, and they actually really sell good at craft fairs. So nice, quick and easy makes. Lovely. Right, okay. I'll finish the others off camera, and then I'll see you back when the resin's ready to demold. That's all my lovely pens finished. Don't they look gorgeous? Lovely. I'll show those a bit better in a minute. Right, so let's demold this now. Let's start with the little legs and just pop these out. That's 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're looking pretty. Not that you're going to see that because that will be on the floor. Right, so that's its legs, and then we've got the 2 stand pieces. They're pretty, they look nice because you'll see the silver on the sides. They're going to need trimming though. Right, let's get these bits out. Looks like the black's overtaken on these, but never mind. I'll pop out these little hole bits. Right, let's have a look. Oh, okay, that's not too bad, is it? Lost the what do you call it, silver flake. Still looks pretty. Goes that way up. Yes, like that. Right, let's get this bit out next. And I think I've got some trimming to do on these. Right, how's that turned out? Oh, that's pretty. Yeah, that would look nice, I think. Right, so we've got some sharp edges there. So I'm just going to use my deburring tool and just go round the edges of these. It does take a bit of getting used to these deburring tools, but they are really good. Go down the edge there. Don't want any sharp edges, do we? Right, I think that'll be okay. I'll just trim off this one as well. Yes, that needs trimming. It's the corners that I find awkward. The straight lines are really easy. Just getting the knack of doing around these bits. Just straight down the edge and around there. Right, let's get rid of all of these bits and then we can put this together. So, oh, this way round. And then these side bits, they go in there. Do they need trimming as well? Yeah. Right, okay, I'm just going to quickly file these down. So that's those all filed down, so they fit in there okay now. So I think I'll put the feet on next because it'll be easier to do that now rather than wait until it's all put together. So I'm just going to use some super glue. This is the Mitre Bond super glue. So I'm just going to pop a bit of glue onto that leg there and he comes out. There we go. And then I'm going to use the activator spray. Give that a spray and then pop that in place. Lovely. Right, let's do the other three. Glue, pop a bit more on there. Bit of spray, pop that down. And then the other two for the other side. Bit of spray. And this activator spray really speeds up the drying time of the super glue. Right, last one. Just a bit of spray. And that's that one done. Lovely. Right, so next we want to do this bit here. Let's put these bits, right, that's the bottom, so let's put these in there first. On there, on there. Okay, that one's a bit loose. Wonder if I can put see if I can glue that. If I put a bit of glue on the side, maybe. Put a bit of glue there. Give that a quick squirt. And then hold that up against the edge. That's okay. We can always put a little something over the top because you can see the tops of those there. Right, I think I'll just do the same with this one, just so they're both the same. Bit of glue on there. Spray that. And then pop that in. go. Right, let me see if I can find something to put over the tops of those. I've got a couple of little diamantes, so I thought they would look nice on the top of there, just to cover up those marks. And I've knackered the top of my bottle, so I'm just going to put a little bit on there and then use my dotting tool just to pop a little bit of glue there, and then pop that on there, and then same with the other side. Put that there, and then that there. Give those a little squirt. Right, so that's that bit done. And I've also got this, it's like you peel off the tape, it's a roll of sticky blingy stuff, so I thought it'd be nice to put that round the actual this bit. Right, what can I stand that up with? Just put a bottle under there. So I'll start from the middle in the back, and this is like the perfect width for this, and then just work all the way around. That'll proper bling it out, won't it? Right, down the front there, push that down, and the sides, and you get quite a lot of this on a roll. I think this came from Temu. Right, and then back round the back. Let's just chop some of that off because it's getting in the way. Oh, that was nearly my tootsie. Right, chop that off there. Get that out of the way. Right, so let's get that dog hair off of there as well. Oh, speaking of the devil, here she comes. And then just trim that bit off. There we go. Lovely. Right, so there's my little stand. Looking gorgeous. See what my pens look like in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So thank you ever so much, Kaz, for sending me out this pen kit from my Amazon wish list. I really do appreciate that. Thank you so much. Oh, one can sit in the little trough there, look. So thank you ever so much for watching my video today, and stay tuned for the pictures at the end, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye for now.